सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति 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 ओम व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः ओम वेदव्यास सद्गुरे नमः विदुर महर्षे नमः समस्त देवताभ्यो नमः. In this fifth chapter, we have seen yesterday how these few people with these good qualities make a heaven of their lives while living here. When they live, definitely they deserve the Swarga. Now, to Dhritarashtra and to all of us, Viduraji is giving some simple but very important thoughts. He says, Sulabhaha Purusha Rajan Satadam Priyavadinaha Apriyasya tu Patyasya Vakta Shrota cha Durlavaha. Means what? If you say it in Hindi, मीठे मीठे बातें बोलते हुए खुद को आगे वाले को धोखा देने वाले बहुत होते हैं. बट सत्य का बात चाहे मीठा हो या ना हो और उस जिसमें फायदा है, ऐसे बात को कहने वाला सुनने वाला दोनों दुर्लभ है. सुलभाः पुरुषाः राजन सततम प्रियवादिनः. The people of talking the sweet nectarine flowery language are everywhere available. But apriyasya tu patyasya. Patya is to be followed, which is in our own good. But apriya doesn't look to be nice or liking. ऐसे चीजों का वक्ता श्रोता च दुर्लभः. Very difficult. Is it not? You know, many of the parents, बेटा और एक घंटा सो जा और आराम कर. Such parents are very many. But the parent who's a get up buffalo, beyond 5, you cannot be able to sleep. Get up, study, become thorough, make use of early morning hours. These are all pathyam that is to be done in the interest of the growth of child. But apriyam, but the child won't like. So the sayer in this way, the parents, the listener in the children are very rare. Same way, at a higher level, array, let us work, let us earn money, let us enjoy. In this way, Priyavadi is there in the whole world. But Apriya, but Pathya. No, no, no. Conserve your time, energies from that. Do your spiritual sadhana. Evolve, go beyond, look beyond the womb and tomb. Aim at your next life's evolution. That's worked out. That's worked out in this life only, in this life only. When to speak such truths, so gurus are not available. Even if they are speaking, listening, सुनने वाले आप 4 लोग हैं बस. दुर्लभ होते हैं ऐसे लोग. अप्रिय पथ्य को कहने वाला सुनने वाला मुश्किल है मिलना. प्रिय वाला सुनो. When I tell you also, हाँ वेरी गुड, आओ तो आओ, नहीं तो मत आओ क्लास, आपकी मर्जी है. और आके मेरे ही शादी कल्याण, मेरे ही श्राद्ध कर रहे हो, मेरी आत्म शांति. Is it not? But if I tell you strictly, if you don't come even one class, you are removed from my mind. If I say that, then you will run away. Therefore, I dare not tell it, though it is a reality. Without such type of commitments, we cannot rise above the duties or temptations. But I can't talk to you like that. If I talk, how do you react? I don't know. No, you also don't know. Therefore, हम दोनों प्रियवादी हैं. मैं आपका धोखा, आप मुझे धोखा दे. जिंदगी ऐसी चलती. But apriyasya patyasya vakta. Is it not? There every doctor, कुछ भी खाई जाओ और आई जाओ. But there are only few doctors who say with this medicine and your treatment, this food should not be taken. If you take, please don't come to my place. ऐसा strict कहने वाले, सुनने वाले डॉक्टर और पेशेंट कम होते. This is what Dhritarashtra को विदुर जी कह रहे हैं. What I am speaking may not look priya to you, but it is interest. It is in your own interest, whether you like it or not. And if you want to listen only those words of Shakuni and Duryodhana, who talk very lovingly to you, then what can I do? So in this way, we have to search in our lives those who speak truth to us, whether it is priya or apriya. And we also have to learn that art of speaking truth only to all, beneficial things only to all, of course bringing the required modulations etc while presenting that thought. है कि नहीं? बताने के समय थोड़ा केयरफुल रहो, लेकिन सत्य को कहना नहीं छोड़ना. That is what time and again I am begging and requesting to your next generation, children and grandchildren, in a Priya Rupa, tell them the truth that only in spiritual sadhana and life that there is true evolution and joy. The seeds, if you sow them now, at the right time, they grow. Every crop is like that, na? 2 दिन आगे या 2 दिन पीछे उसका रोपाई करोगे, the type of crop will not be the perfect. That's how only the farmers know just before monsoon's arrival which day they have to plow, which day they have to sow the seed. जो 3 दिन पहले करते हैं तो वो सूख जाते हैं बीज, 3 दिन ज्यादा बाद में करते हैं तो सड़ जाते हैं. Exactly they know. In the same way, when the children at that particular age they are, you have to sow the seeds of the hito to them. Tell in the way they understand or like it. Use your emotions, use your examples, your intellection. खुद का ही एग्जाम्पल दे सकते हैं. That's the best one. That's why I try sometimes to give my example. I also went through all this gamut. I also did my education, post graduation. I started the business, of course, with all ethics and ethics balanced. I earned the money. I become popular in the world. But none of that gave me the true joy. The true joy gave me only in my devotion and knowledge. At that age, nobody were there for me to tell. But now I am here there for you to tell with my experience. Still, it is your choice. Is it not? At the age of 65, 70, I started, which requires at least 30, 40 years. But if you are starting at the age of 25, by the age of 60, you come, you will be fully established in the ultimate goal. Then you'll never have too many worries, anxieties, excitements, either of the old age or of the disease or of the death or of the bereavements or of your children leaving you and going, if at all that has to happen. You know all of that prarabdha, you know what's your goal, and live a dignified life. And from the age of 55, 60, if you sow the seeds from beginning onwards, if this hitavakya, if you can give to children, you have done the best service for the entire humanity. If that is not done, only प्रिया प्रिया प्रिया, हाँ बेटा नौकरी करो, पैसे कमाओ और 2 जगह घर खरीदो और भी प्लॉट खरीदो और देखो बच्चों को लेकर अमेरिका घूमो, ऑस्ट्रेलिया घूमो, अंटार्कटिका घूमो. Only this we speak, we are not a very noble and higher parents. We are good and lower parents. ऐसे लोग कम मिलते हैं. Is it not? In the same way, yo hi dharmam samashritvaya hitva bhartuh priya priye apriyanyah pathyani tena raja sahayavan. So that person who not caring to what king likes or doesn't like, but keeps one the dharma, second the uh, good of the king, even if the king doesn't like, if he gives the right suggestion, in fact he is the one who is helping the king. So I am the helper, you are the king. I am not worried whether you like it or not, but I am concerned about your growth, your hita. Even you don't like, still I speak what is correct only. And if this is done, if any king has such person, that person is the doer of the hita only to that king. Such people should not be kept away. So Vidura telling him very clearly, I know what I tell you may not like. But because of that, I won't stop telling that in which your good is there. मैं धर्म को, आपके भलाई को मन में रख कर वही सत्य बोलूंगा, चाहे आपको अच्छा लगे या ना लगे. सत्य बोलना है, अच्छा बोलना है. और बात जो असत्य है, प्रिय है, लेकिन उसको नहीं बोलना. यो ही धर्मम समाश्रित्य भर्तु प्रिया प्रिय हित्वा अप्रियाणि आह बट पथ्यानि तेन राजा साहेबा. King is helped by those people who advise him that in which there is a good for the king and that in which there is dharma, whether the king likes or not. राजा जी आप करो या ना करो, आपको पसंद आए ना आए, ये देखो शास्त्रोक्त विधान से ये धर्म है, ये सत्य है, इसमें आपका भलाई है. Everywhere, a good doctor is he who will advise the patients कि this is what your good is in, whether you do it or not. So to a guru should not speak what the disciples like or doesn't like. Then he is a guru like me, who is a bechara guru or any such gurus. The guru is guru, he who speaks what is correct, what is good, what is dharma. You भाड़ में जाए तुम पसंद करो या ना करो. How do I care it? It's truth is truth. That's it. So to the parents. Parents, teachers, advisors always should speak what is correct, what is dharma, whether others follow or not. So Vidura is very strong. I am not going to compromise with what is in your good and what is dharma. You like or not, you will become angry with me, you become frustrated with me. Now, one rahasya we discuss and leave it. Okay, whatever I like, that only I want to listen. To this, if we become addicted, we can never grow in our life. A day should come wherein we should start listening to our good, whether it is liked by us or not. That habit slowly makes me understand the difference between what is liked, disliked, and what is good. Only then I start giving up the likes and dislikes and I start doing what is good for me. And the life's growth depends on doing the good, and fall in the life depends on doing what is liked or disliked. राग द्वेष के कारण हम फंसते हैं, धर्म के कारण हमारा उत्थान होता है. तो आप धर्म को सुनना ही नहीं चाहते हो, इतने फंसे हो राग द्वेष में, फंसते ही रहना. कभी कभी रुक कर सुनना है. What is dharma? Then as you listen more and more, the love for the dharma grows. And when you start practicing dharma, the mind with its likes and dislikes gets quietened. Then the samsara is removed from the life. Because samsara is because of raga dvesh. Priya apriya कहते हैं यहाँ. That maturity in our life should come one day. The complete maturity. That life should be lived on dharma and on what is sanctioned by the shastra and for the purpose of knowing the truth. What is this nonsense of I like or I don't like? That likes and dislikes are nonsense. We have to come to this conviction. Like I am doing this satsang, not because I like, or I give up this satsang because not because I dislike. I am doing satsang because it's a dharma. This is for my good. If I leave it to my likes and dislikes, either I don't do the class or I take such a funny book on which I talk to you. चलो एक हिस्ट्री बुक पढ़ते हैं अबाउट द डायनास्टी, नास्टिली डाइड. दैट इज माई लाइक. नो, शास्त्र को ही पढ़ाना है, इसी में भला है. In this way, this shloka says. Then another shloka, the set of two shlokas are there. Tyajet kularthe purusham gramasyarthe kulam tyajet gramam janapadasyaarthe atmarthe prithivim tyajet apadarthe dhanam rakshet daran rakshet dhanairapi atmanam satadam rakshet darairapi dhanairapi. So this is little, you have to be very careful in understanding to whom our Viduraji is explaining or talking. He is talking to a eye-wise blind fellow and blindfolded by his identification with his son Duryodhana. To such Dhritarashtra he is addressing. Be careful. Then what is the auchityam or uchitata in those sayings of Vidura will be able to grasp. He says, Tyajet kularthe purusham. For the sake of the group or the cluster of people called as kula, One individual has to be dropped if he is a calamity. Gramasya kulam tejet. For the sake of a grama, in the interest of the total society, one particular group has to be sacrificed. Gramam janapadasya. One small village has to be sacrificed for the sake of the samuha of the villages. Then atma arthe prithvim tejet. For the sake of spiritual evolution, the entire prithvi can be sacrificed. In the same way, apadarthe dhanam rakshet. Okay, save the money for the sake of emergency. Then daran rakshet dhanairapi, even sacrificing the money, you have to protect the wife and children. Atmanam satadam rakshet darairapi dhanairapi. When it comes to protecting your own values, virtues, spirituality, even the dhana and family also, you may have to leave. Here it is not spoken about swartha. Don't ever imagine. The idea is when your goals are very noble, but the children, wife, they are not able to understand. You have tried to explain them a lot. They are not coming to that level. Then you have to come to a decision, either compromise or sacrifice. And those who compromise the higher goals, they never achieve anything greater in life. Lower things you have to sacrifice. So that is the meaning of Atmanam Rakshet Dharairapi Dhanairapi. So give up the family and wealth for the sake of your own self protection. Don't take it that way literally. Here, when I have had a greater, higher and greater noble ideas, means this is an answer for Dhritarashtra if it all has a question. नहीं मैं मेरे लिए बुरा नहीं हूँ मेरे बच्चों को चाहिए राज्य ना उसके लिए मुझे सोचना पड़ रहा है मेरे लिए बारे अपने धर्म के लिए उस नालायक को भी लात मारो अगर बात नहीं सुनता है तो that is what the advice of Vidura. You are caught up in a isolated portion of the world called as kingdom, and you are also caught up in one fellow called as your son, just because of mamata, even though he is such a useless fellow. So open up your intellect's understanding. Protect yourself. For that sake, you have to kick the Prithvi also, kick the wife and children also. Because these wife and children, this Prithvi is only for this life. After that, what you have done in this life only decides your future. Therefore, some places for our own evolution we have to be ruthless, but lovingly. So, two more thoughts are there in this to talk. Tomorrow we'll see them. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. इतना काफी थोड़ा